This is the I Know Podcast, where we're all about healthy debate, honest conversation, and talking beer junk. Information, knowledge, observation.
This is the I Know Podcast. I-N-O, information, knowledge, observation. Also, I know nothing. Big up a man like Kofi. We got Mosey, me, and nobody else. And a guest, boy. Let me say about vibes, man. We ain't have one people with the man just breezing a while, man. Let man think. Let me start one time with this thing. Where is it? You tell me.
Right, so I read this earlier, like just now. Not... No, because feeding your child is rape. Because... because there are other ways to feed your child, even with breast milk. It's called a bottle. And yes, I do have children. I have a 6-month-old whom drinks breast milk, but from a bottle, not sucking her mother's nipples. Bottom line, your child sucking your nipples is child molestation. Period. You are making your child perform a sexual act on you, and that is nasty. And you who do it are child molesters and need to put in prison for molesting your children.
The funniest thing about that, right? The reason why I wanted to read that, B, is because that is not the strangest thing I've heard in the last 2 years.
It's not.
That falls right in line,
It's
B.
not.
And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if 5 years from now, that becomes like a normal thing to say.
Yeah, like there will be a
The
group
baby
of
things
people,
thing.
like, yeah.
As if like breast, that is the sole purpose of breast.
Dog,
The sexual part is secondary, like.
like every mammal. This is not a
not a human
This
thing.
is not a human thing. Every mammal breastfeeds.
We get to a strange place. I actually got a theory that this is the last generation that babies can grow in the womb. I feel we can start growing babies in the lab like as a normal thing. That's a default thing.
I won't say
That's
we're
a
the last
default thing.
generation.
I don't know if it's the last, because I still think we'll like figure it out.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
But I
it's
don't
still
think that's the
happening.
only-
It's just expensive. Not so
It's
much.
happening, but it's still in mainstream. And to bring something like that mainstream, you got workouts and
You need time.
games
Yeah.
right? But really, in terms of where things trending, they it's a matter to get that code crack,
Yeah, boy.
to get that there multiply.
But my thing is just I just see how I hear now how especially the working woman how she can't afford to be held back by anything, and the whole holding back her life because she don't want to get pregnant and thing. I can see
Yeah.
people making that like first priority, figuring out how people could get that done.
I can see that.
There's a market for that.
Yeah. It just
Like the
yeah.
the professional woman who can't really afford to
Right.
take time from her career to have a child.
Precisely. some jobs I know women can't help but put that family life on pause because of all the stress from the amount of work that they was gonna do. And if they got something like a test tube, something that will make things easy, then we'll do it. B.
But Marcus, when the child come, the job don't start, you know.
Oh yeah.
So
True,
if you
true,
can't
true.
put it on pause for pregnancy, where is the line drawn? I'm not saying that it'll be very beneficial if you could just omit that whole pregnancy thing.
Yeah.
As much as like that bond in the belly is very important, and that's quite frankly cool to be honest. I still feel like if that's an avenue, one can don't go down,
Yeah,
but don't do it because you want to sacrifice for it.
Yeah, I gotta ask Kofi. Kofi, you would be turned off by a woman that is like very, very career driven, and is
off.
willing to sacrifice like family life for it.
I feel like no, to answer the question, no.
No,
No, I wouldn't be turned off by it. However, it's not. I don't want to say it's not ideal, but I will support her. But at the same time, I still want attention.
I hear some fellas that say, well, like the same way that a woman wants a man that is driven like career wise, they want a woman that is driven family wise. They don't necessarily want a woman that is too absorbed in her career that even long after like working hours, then she's still after work doing work, blah blah blah. They would like somebody that will be that has a more of a work life balance. For me, I never really thought about it honestly. Whatever she like to do.
I guess I kind of lived it for a while.
Well,
A career-driven woman.
I mean, you're.
Do you know what a career-driven woman?
Oh, I thought you meant your mother. I was like, what do you
What
think?
the frost?
I was like, I thought-
Relax, though.
I think though it is, to me, it cannot balance though.
balance so hard to achieve, right?
Balance, no,
And
balance is the hardest thing to achieve, actually.
I remember
balance
like
is the hardest
this same person that we used to deal with or whatever. Like I used to go tell the girl like, you know, like 11 o'clock you leaving work, but you gonna work for 8. That's not it. Like we used to do when you go on vacation. Not this all the time. Like forget traveling, forget seeing the world. What do you do in your spare time?
Right.
I think it's very important to know what you like, cause some people just genuinely ain't know what they like. You might ask somebody that question and their reply is automatically going to be buying clothes, going to the beach, which is a location and an object. That's not
Right.
necessarily something that you like.
Right. And it can give the illusion that it's
Thank
something
you.
that
Exactly.
You know what's funny? The fact that sometimes we put so much effort and energy into the things that are supposed to add to our life, not necessarily be our life itself. Like me with your boys, although that seems like what you doing in your spare time, that's actually the things that you be living for, you know.
Thank you.
The connections and things
you
you got.
that
and
is
things.
the drive. You may be like, this week hard, but the main linking Saturday.
Right.
That's pushing through that week, B.
Right.
Already, man, going up in the book.
Right. Exactly that.
Say right. I was so disappointed when I don't even know.
Listen, right? I spent a whole day, cause it was like, what you do now?
Yeah.
I was by my phone just waiting for one man to message and be like,
Yeah.
alright, let's do this instead.
Yeah.
But it's true what you said, man. The things that you should be looking forward to and whatnot, man, just like, I don't know, a lot of people just see it as hobby
Right.
things. But these are the things you should be looking for, these moments,
Be-
you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I was talking to a friend, and he was saying that he's come home from work, and then he would go dinner with his wife, and then after dinner with his wife, he would start back working again or whatever. And the work that we used to do together was the work he would do after that time when he come home, whatever. But he was like, see that dinner with his wife though, he cannot miss out on that over anything. He gonna make sure, because that's the crux. He's making the money for her, right? He's there for her. He's doing everything for her. If that crumbles, then everything else this in disarray. It don't really make no sense doing anything else. Be so even though it just seemed like dinner, at the end of the day, that's what life about be.
Yep.
So sometimes we just get too absorbed in the wrong things.
That's true.
Anyway, but what I want to talk about was back on jobs and thing, right? They had a job that came up in the paper that sparked a conversation. What it was?
It was a cashier position at.
Right. Okay. Edit just because.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right. A casual position at a company, right?
Company. Are you studying after read the prerequisites that they asked for?
Give a general thing. Don't be stupid
All right,
specific that people know.
They said a bachelor's degree in a relevant field will be an asset
As a cashier.
as a cashier. There were a couple other things, previous years' experience. The bachelor's
cashier.
as a cashier. The bachelor's degree is what stood out to me. And a couple of other people, but then it was kind of split because at the same time a lot of people were saying, well, that's normal. It's a company.
It's a company.
All right.
That company is held in high regard.
Right.
So the benefits from working this job we assume, by the way, would be great. At the same time, I wonder, like, because you get paid enough, that means that you have to have what would have been considered a high level of qualification.
Well, first of all, that what they're asking for, that ain't too uncommon. Seeing that whole, I require you to have like a master's or bachelor's and something that seemed pretty straightforward, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I guess that was just an example, but yeah, I do find it strange. Sometimes I wonder if companies just do it because, like, not necessarily what what is in the degree, but when people have a degree, it shows that you are willing to sit down and work.
Yeah,
You get what I mean?
It shows
You have your
discipline,
discipline
correct.
and you know how to think. So
See a task through.
yeah, but even so though, like,
There's an associate degree though. There's a step before bachelor's.
Yeah.
That just seems. I have actually wondered. Like, I don't know if you was eventually gonna get here and I jump in. Sorry, FAM. Let me know. But like, I feel like so many people have bachelor degrees now. It kind of taken away from it almost
It watered
saturated
down,
the
it watered
market.
down, it
Yeah, like
watered
the
down.
value of it ain't really there no more because once upon a time, like, not even once upon a time. I feel like a couple years ago, people was like, as the first boy in my family to get a bachelor's
Yeah.
degree, and that was honor.
Yeah.
I know
That be.
if you ain't got a bachelor's degree, dog, you just
yeah.
You had seen that video with what is stormtroopers or whatever trying to lick in a
Yeah.
The door's not about supposed to open.
But that's exactly what it is because that's just the standard.
The
So
goal shift, goal post move now. You got up the thing now to be able to qualify.
But I ain't gonna lie, one thing university taught me is that a lot more people could do bachelor's degrees than I thought. It's just a matter of if you're willing to put down your money and put down
put 3
your
years in
time.
it.
Yeah, invest your time. But really and truly, a bachelor's degree don't really tell me anything though. It don't really tell me anything at all. I know so many people that come out to UE that, it was just something. It was basically like sixth form part 2.
I met a girl.
For
right?
me, it was sixth form part 2.
I met a girl. I told a story about her to y'all. The most daftest thing, the most doltish being I've ever came across. I cannot like when I met her, and then like I saw her Instagram, and I legit went, oh, she got a degree, she graduated. She probably got a head on her shoulder. I've never met a more close-minded individual.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like you got a degree, but you ain't live life. You ain't. I don't want to say live life. You just have no experience.
So my
No,
go ahead.
Not even work experience, just regular life things. You just can't
Right.
bring yourself to do. But you got a bachelor's degree. That don't really mean anything.
So my question is, are bachelor's degrees still important in this day and age?
My thing is, right, I think once it is in the field that you're going into, like, I still think it's important.
In terms of education or in terms of knowledge, sorry? In terms of knowledge
In,
or
in terms of knowledge and in terms of credibility. Because people choose professionals to work with based on the fact that there's this assumption that they're knowledgeable in their particular field.
Right.
And there's no other way to gauge that except being on the job
Right.
Yeah.
than to have like a piece of paper to say, well, at least this should have been covered.
Yeah.
In a degree. So I still think it's important to have it, yeah.
Especially as you say, if in the career you want to go down.
If it's in the career
Right.
that you want to go down.
But then here's the next thing though. So I was, they had a conversation on Twitter, right? How people were saying basically because they get a bachelor's degree, bachelor's or a master's, that they feel as though that they should be paid a certain amount when they can
That's
leave
right.
UE. Right. But not UE, university in general. And I mean, to me that's kind of like the whole people above us saying that millennials kind
Entitled?
of and feeling entitled, that whole millennial entitlement thing. That I kind of get where they're coming from though. Just because you do 4 years at school don't mean you guarantee nothing.
There is a fella, right, that I know he did mass communications at UE. Sorry, BCC. And the man legit feel like he's be vexed when if the conversation come about anybody on the radio. Because he feel he should be there. And the man be like saying, I went to school for all this time. These people don't know what this is. And like, but you don't know what they're bringing to the table that they pay
Exactly.
them over you.
Right.
It's clearly you're doing work on yourself instead of
Yeah.
because you went
Using
to
it as
school,
a crutch
right? Yeah.
is
I
definitely.
wish there were that much jobs in Barbados that you get a degree and you automatically get a job in your field. You can imagine that the world would be a better place. However, that impossible. No one can maintain that.
But I like the fact that you go work to bring something else to the table too.
You
Me-
gotta
me
stand
outside
out.
I like that. I like
outside of
that.
bachelor's
Yeah, I feel bachelor's degree because it's so accessible
No.
to the masses. No, I feel like man, do a little extra.
I don't think people put enough emphasis on the extra, I don't think so.
And that's
Nah.
a problem. And that's a problem because the knowledge that you get from the bachelor's is generic. Is weight based knowledge.
yeah.
You know, but
Which is so crazy to think
But
that after you
I-
do CSCs, after you do your associate's degree, you still white.
It's not specific at all.
It's not.
So my thing is, when people hire now, people hire because they want you to add value,
Right.
right? If your particular job description or your particular job post is to, aid in some kind of mass production of something, then the rudimentary, the basic knowledge and whatnot is fine.
Yeah.
But if something asks for you to be a specialist or asks, and especially in the market now where companies are not able to hire as much,
Right.
you got to be able to have some other skill set to be able to stand out.
Right, exactly.
So like I have no problem with that. Like don't use the bachelor's degree or whatever degree
As a crutch.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
every interview that I had, the people that was interviewing me put more emphasis on what he was doing outside of like the qualifications. So they look at the extracurricular activities that I would do
Because
and they'll be like, what's stage work like? So doing stage work and doing things like in theater means that you are personable, you understand people.
Right.
Tell me about that. What's that like? You
Right.
understand? I would say if I had to do another interview soon, they'll probably ask me about the podcast, and they'll probably be like, well, what's that like? That means you could maybe create something from scratch, to work with a team, you understand?
Yeah.
I don't hear people really talking about how much emphasis they put on that. There's more, they feel like after 4 years of going to, UK, they come back and feel like, you should get
people,
things.
you see what you just said? I'm glad you said UK, because people really think that because you went to school overseas, that adds so much to your
that's another
character.
thing.
Right.
Which is not necessarily true.
Right.
That shows you can probably be independent, I
Right.
guess. But how is that beneficial to my company?
Right.
True.
And people need to realize that when you apply to a job and the job says required bachelor degree in a related field or whatever, and these people get 200 applicants, gonna stand out from those 200
Exactly.
applicants.
Right.
Really and truly, that just meaning the bare minimum. And I ain't saying have a gold sealed CV. You got something in that
Yeah.
actually like stands
Or
out.
have a
So
bomb
that-
interview.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
when that HR, I mean, to even get called for an interview, man, Mosey. When HR looking at that application,
Looking through
HR
all
gonna
that.
be like, yo,
So this is interesting.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like you have a dance troupe or whatever you do, like
Right.
just something that's so different that
Right.
it stands out.
I don't think it always has to be that you went to the college in UK of Birmingham Palace, wherever it be.
Again.
It don't gotta be that, be.
Again. I mean.
I love that Birmingham. Boy, Birmingham.
That's not even a
That
thing.
sounds
But
so
again,
British.
That's not even a thing.
it is a.
If I
it
just
is
said
a-
I meant Buckingham.
Like,
I
no,
said
that's why I'm
Buckingham
laughing.
wrong.
That's why I'm laughing. Birmingham does still sound British.
But again,
Yeah, man.
it's like a reference point for employers' minds, though. I mean, to have Yale as
Yeah.
your thing,
Right.
I mean, it is a
But that's Yale.
Right. Yeah.
that's
yeah.
Yale though.
That's Yale.
So I could expect certain things. So I'm not saying that
Right.
it doesn't matter.
Right, it doesn't. Right,
But
no,
I'm
right, you're not
saying
that.
I'm saying that it is only the beginning of the conversation. Right? You gotta bring something else.
So do you think people should stop or should deter from going to UE because the amount of people that got UE degrees?
That's not the conversation at all. Nah.
That's
Go
not
to
it.
UB and get your degree.
That's not it. Go to
Find
school.
balance, though.
Go to school.
Find balance.
No, I mean sorry that they should go to another country to get their degree as opposed to UE. That's what I mean.
I still ain't saying that.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. If you think it would give you a leg up or it would help to bolster your chances, I'm cool. But I wouldn't necessarily say that. Don't.
You see,
break
now,
yourself.
like, all right, I'm not gonna tell you. Let me say now, I went to school. I got my O levels or whatever, and I looking to go overseas to go to school. I go to University Y in Ireland, and I spend how much ever thousands of dollars to go to University Y. Again, that's still the start of the conversation. Yale, dope. Harvard, dope. Oxford, dope. But I feel like looking at a school outside of an Ivy League school or whatever,
Right.
that ain't got that sort of notoriety. That
Right.
name ain't pulling, like,
Right.
the conversation kind of dying down now. So now it becomes you went to school in Ireland. How was that? Rather than Yale.
Right.
Yeah.
But still though, I think people put a lot of value in these international universities.
They really
too,
do.
Though. But my thing too is, although it's good to go somewhere and study, you gotta look at the climate you're in. So I hear people say, well, because I spent 80 grand per semester
Right.
in this place, that I'm not gonna go and get a job from that is less than 5 grand. Any day, that was your personal decision to go and
You
get that
see,
degree,
think
and you
about
did
that
not
too.
have. The thing is, you did not have to get a degree that expensive. By the way, they got other options depending on what it is. Because I mean, not for everybody, but I'm saying there are some degrees. For example, I know people went way to go and do like whether it's psychology, marketing, blah 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 blah. That they could have done here or they could have done somewhere in the Caribbean or something. So, but they decided to go to this exotic place to get this fancy degree, spend a lot of money. It's not, you ain't guaranteed that you can get back that money, especially in a recession, especially in a small island
According to
state.
that
Think about
logic,
the
right?
market.
Exactly.
Think about
According to
the
logic,
market.
so that means the person that got a scholarship that spent no money, but no real money in comparison to 80 grand.
Right.
Does that person not get the opportunity to,
Right.
to say those sort of things.
Right.
Because they may spend the money. People need to just think a little wider than that.
I think so too.
Like the world ain't revolving around you.
I think so too. I feel like our generation is in a very strange place.
But you know what? It's a product of what we were sold for a long
We
time
were
ago.
told that you
like,
need
this
to get.
was the path.
Yeah.
Like this was the path, and the thing is, I guess our the generation above us was like baby boomers or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. So the
Well, not
baby
in Barbados, but yeah.
well,
I know what's the call. You're
Get
right.
me, get me.
the emphasis was on we need to do better than our parents who were laborers or whatever. They were the first educated, probably first generation to go to college, and whatever. So now the
It
expectation
was a
now
big
is
deal, though.
it's like the expectation now is that millennials now gotta get it. You know what I mean, and gotta be on it. But then there's a saturation in many respects.
Right.
Because if this is the narrative that you go to school and whatnot, everybody does it, then everybody can't get a job.
Right.
Your parents have a degree?
Both
Had a degree?
Yeah. Both
Okay.
did.
Mine didn't. So I just here like wondering like for real like if they're thinking no like well I couldn't get it and the reason why I couldn't get it was this like their mind didn't even go it could have been something else. Cause I think my cousin was the first body in my family to get a degree. I would obviously like do. I could confidently say so actually. No, it's on the but
Right. Okay.
No, I think.
So-
Go ahead, Kofi.
No, I just was saying like so like I don't know if it's like you so convinced that this is the only method, this is the only thing stopping me from making millions, that you're just forcing that mentality upon anybody that you have any sort of authority over.
At the same time though, everything else like in the job market shift, like them speaking on how they're advising us on how to move in their time based on their
Because they have
variables.
no idea.
But
dog.
the truth is though is that we coming up in a generation where them still there, like they are still in the positions that we want to be in.
Yeah. Them retire.
Exactly.
Them
So
again,
if that's the case,
That
but then,
is so true.
so then now we even gotta do more that. So let's talk about degree, but that's even more emphasis on doing something outside the degree to make me, to not only distinguish ourselves from people our age, but from them too.
And from an employer
Exactly.
standpoint, it's honestly very reasonable.
But-
why you will not fire St. Clair to hire Marcus?
Right.
You know,
It's
St.
true.
because,
St.
we
Clair
know
has
him.
40 years work experience.
Yeah.
It's a known entity.
Yeah.
But the thing is, right? Just to further to what we just talking about, what they had that we did not have was even more of a burning desire to get this degree. It was even more pressing than for us because we would have grown up under their care, right? And been afforded certain
Luxuries?
luxuries. Whereas with their parents,
Right.
it was like, we in the field.
Nah, my father grew up poor in real life.
Like, you know what I mean? But it was like,
I say you feel this so true.
my grandfather was like, so is these kids?
Yeah.
Are you going to school, right? You understand? But no,
Like,
my grandpa was a liberal. Yeah,
I didn't know your
can't
parents.
cut
I
him.
know that about your parents, Marcus, but you like highlight dance our stories.
Yes.
Dog, dog.
Both my father from Jamaica and then my mother. That would just say they both came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah.
Very humble
Right?
beginnings.
My
right?
father grew up in New Orleans. Right? My grandparents are actually pretty well off, coincidentally, but like
Sorry.
they started out very poor. My father's always telling me this story, and I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it. My father told me he got his first underwear when he went Common Merby.
Your
Wait,
father?
My father said he first got underwear when he went Common Merby. That sounds so mock and foolish to me. To me, that's something I never thought twice about. Dog. I always have boxers.
Toothbrushes then come down and things.
I always have boxers. But you can't look at me and tell me.
But that's
My grand-
exactly the point that I'm making.
Yeah.
Like they didn't have, so the emphasis is on,
Exactly.
Yeah.
You really gotta get. You
But
really
no,
gotta
we
get.
have. It's like to get above this. What are we fighting for?
Right.
So our
I get
crisis now is where do we go from here?
Mm.
Y'all been saying that we need to do better than what y'all did, but where do we go from here? It's like y'all still here. Right?
Yeah.
What do we fight?
You know what's interesting?
For?
You know what's interesting most? That you, I don't know if you even really were kind of touching on this. You ever talk to, I don't know a better way to describe it. You ever talk to someone with like a quote unquote ghetto mentality?
Yes.
Like somebody I grew up poor nowadays.
Yeah.
And the man just be working so hard, dog.
Yeah.
I just admire that. Big up some people that mother, but if they grew up poor, I'll be a different person.
Is a mentality thing.
It is.
It's a mentality thing.
You see what Dave Chappelle said?
Yeah.
Poor and broke ain't the same because poor is a mentality.
Yeah.
But broke, you're just saying got this
it's
money
about
right now, but
money.
get it? That is so true.
What's the point I was just gonna make? No, shite cheese. I lost it. Cheese.
I lost several.
I totally lost
one
it.
and a half
I was. You know how you said that we try to figure out which way to go. Sometimes I wonder if do we have enough time in our generation to figure out the way before the environment shifts again.
I don't even know what we're figuring out.
I don't even
anymore.
know if that's the thing. Is the environment going to shift? I don't know. It may just be me, but I feel like the crisis that I facing now is stasis. Like I feel like there's a ceiling. Like there's not much else to achieve in the world. And to me, that alone is frustrating.
I'm surprised you said this.
Really?
Yeah. All right. I mean, what do you mean by that? There's a ceiling. What is ceiling? What's stopping you?
Like, yo, we're in an age right now. Everything is accessible. It's like we can technically be experts in any particular thing,
Right?
Because of the access that we
Right.
have, right? So I'm like, at some point, it's like, how to put it? What else is there big to achieve,
Right.
to aspire to?
Right.
If you know what I mean?
Right.
But I feel like
Anything else now just seems like claiming an economic bracket, but breaking through to something new. It's I don't know how to explain it.
No, I want to add to the point. Sorry. I don't know which I would rather between being in my parents' generation, being poor, knowing that there's mobility and there isn't really a ceiling that I can reach, or being here where we have the luxury, but we born with the ceiling.
Like a
though.
Derek.
We got
We born with the ceiling. We born with the ceiling. There's nowhere else to go because the fact that everything else, the fact that everything has been watered down.
Yeah.
And now there's a ceiling on how much you can.
achieve.
No, there's how much you can distinguish yourself.
Okay,
even when you
stand
achieve.
out.
For
Okay,
the amount of men that achieve it.
Exactly. So it's not. It's more. It's a qualification versus quantification
Yeah.
argument. So we can quantify. But we're really different from anybody else. No?
Yeah, exactly.
I
can
feel
get
we are.
more
I feel
things.
we are, dog. That's what I'm saying. I'm
alright.
surprised you said that. I mean Mosey as a man
Yeah.
that has 48 businesses.
Yes.
So like I feel like cool. I am doing this. I have touched the ceiling. However, I am passionate about other things, and this is not going to stop me from advancing in life. I will just go in a different direction. I don't think that there's necessarily a point. I'm going to come to a point now where I say I have reached it. I have plateaued. Full stop. It's never going to be a full stop. It's not a race to one direction. I touch this wall. I gain back. No, you touch another. You know what I mean? You touch
Right.
another wall. I feel like. The way our life is now, we have the same access we're talking about to so many things. So you get to try
Different
so
things.
many things, being. You can imagine that a couple of years ago. I
It's
don't know
easy
about that.
not having nothing though.
Yeah.
It's not coming from nothing.
Yeah, but
It hit different.
But
Yeah, it
my
probably
thing is, my thing is just like, I get what you mean in terms of distinguishing yourself. I wouldn't want to use Mosey as an example because Mosey different.
It was
I
easy
don't
to
know.
pick on
I don't know.
Mosey.
I don't know any people. I don't know anybody else that in Mosey position. But say if you're working in the bank, insurance, that kind of thing. If you're working in even mechanics, be just like anybody.
Right.
They got so many people in whatever field you're in. Where it's hard for you to distinguish yourself enough that you could go to a whole new level of success.
But if you-
not that you can maintain, but it's that you could get a level of success.
You
that,
could be
you
a
know,
mechanic, right? And you could be the best mechanic in Barbados. And while being the best mechanic in Barbados, be the best barber in Barbados. You could study something else. You could put your mind elsewhere. I think a lot of people just stumble on something and you're like, all right, this is me for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
I feel
but-
you could. There are things
But
you
what
can talk about.
Are we talking about lateral movement or are we talking about vertical movement?
I think about vertical
I
movement.
think
I think about both. I think when
Okay.
you reach a point vertically, And I think you need to realize I don't necessarily have to go further in this direction. There are other directions.
Which is the benefit of people like us now.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like this is where we can more stand out from the generations before us. We have so much access.
Whatever, we could do
There's
so
much
many
info-
different. I get that.
We really people used to say you could do everything. You really could. We really could do everything.
Our parents were saying that for a while.
Yeah, and
It's
true.
It's not like shy, but quality with the internet. Like, what's stopping me?
Saturation.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think about being about jack of all trades, master of none?
I
That
think
theory.
be a master of all trades is something that I would aspire to be.
Like who is a master of all trades?
Something that I aspire to be.
No. Who is a master of all trades?
Kofi 40 years from now.
Who is a master of all trades that you could think of?
Marcus, we are the pioneers of this. There is I don't have anyone to look up to
No. As
in that regard.
No, but is it possible?
Yes, it is possible.
Based
Obviously
on what
obviously
example?
not all trades, but I am pretty sure that based on what example?
Yeah.
The example I am going to make. Mark, you have me well. You could be the best broadcaster and turn around and have a
Ain't done yet.
clinic as a psychologist. You
Yeah,
can
but
do that.
but
As a man that studies psychology,
True.
you can do that. So you not a master of several trades. Literally, not literally all. And then you could turn around and go home and cook up a storm for your woman.
But but it's been done. It's been attempted before. You know, there's a reason why you can't think of anybody because it is very, very, very difficult to do. If you listen to billionaires, right? Billionaires said the one
Oh,
thing.
Jesus Christ, Elon Musk. Thank you for saying billionaire.
Wait, hold on a minute.
As a master of all trades.
No, hold on a minute. But
Uh-huh.
one thing you will hear in billion, I was listening to a fella.
One thing very well.
Yeah, exactly. I was
Clarity.
listening to a fella, Dan Pena. He's worth I think $500 million. But he was like when he
Scoffs.
when he
I would bring him in a billionaire argument.
when he knew when he made the most money when he stopped a lot of his businesses and focused on one and put all his energy into that one business. And then I was thinking, well, who is it that doesn't have that formula, that is doing the jack of all trades thing and is a master of all trades that I can think of and I can't think of
Elon
nobody?
Musk. Elon Musk owns PayPal, Tesla, SpaceX. Man built a submarine to save divers the other day. The man is...
No. You think about he has the money to do them things. No, I'm talking about back then when he came up. How did he get his rise? Did he get his rise being a master of all trades, or was he a jack of one trade and then when he got
What
enough
was the
money,
one trade he was a jack of?
No, I'm asking.
He was a master of all trades. He was a man that...
He did at least two things well though.
He was always doing something. Even if you want to say that
Which came first with the PayPal thing.
PayPal. Even if you want to say that he was just a really good engineer, his start was PayPal. All these other ridiculous things was things he can always do, but he might not necessarily have the financial stability to do them.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure if we sat down and we was to think about that for a while, if you gave me the opportunity for research or whatever, we could come with some people. But there are some remarkable people out there, Marcus. I am not saying it's not going to be difficult.
Bradford too.
Marcus,
What
got people.
Bradford did to get
he does-
rich?
The man just be doing things,
quite
being.
interesting. I recommend you read up on his life story, but considering the challenges learning difficulties he had, but
I will go research it, man.
I don't want to also define success by financial gain, by the way.
Very
Because
well,
you
okay.
mentioned the people that are doing everything, stop doing everything, and they make money. There are people that are doing everything, that are living their best lives, that they are happy, they are comfortable, and they don't need anything else. Because personally, I don't think the goal has to be $1 billion. That would be nice. I wouldn't say no to it tomorrow. But at the end of the day, if I am happy doing everything I'm doing, and it could sustain my life, and it could sustain my future family's life doing everything I'm doing, and we could live comfortable, I am cool. And then and then I'm the good person in all these things. When somebody want to do something and show to me, that is goals.
But going back to what you were saying though about breaking to a new level. In order to break into a new level, one thing that you're doing has to be able to stand out above the rest. That is the difficult part. Even if you're a master of all trades in a certain way,
one thing has to lead.
something
has
has
to
to
lead.
be
One
exponentially
foot has to
better.
be in front of the net.
All right.
To go forward.
And then that one thing, you could then pull other things up because of the success of that one thing.
Right.
But it's like even if you look at Big up Future, right? If you look at Future, right? Future's biggest success is Puffy, right? But Puffy, Future put, from what I could tell, Future put a lot of his energy. Although he had a bunch of businesses, he put a lot of his energy into Puffy. When he did that, then whatever he benefited from that, he then put into other things.
But Future
and then
Story-
things multiplied and multiplied and
Future
multiplied.
Story is so far from shot.
I'm not saying it's far from shut, but I'm saying I'm going back to
You're doing
going from
some
a new
different
level
things.
to go to a new level.
Okay,
It
focus on
requires
something.
that kind of focus
Yeah.
on wanting.
I get you.
No,
You can't actually do everything at once.
Right. Right. So
But that's not
right.
to say. But to be a master of several things doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be a master of them at once.
Exactly.
Right,
One
okay,
time.
right, okay.
So I think that's to qualify what
Yeah,
you're
yeah, I
saying.
feel
Yeah,
you saying.
exactly. I could take my time.
Like, I mean, there's several things that I want to do, and I've been keeping quiet for a little bit because
as long
there's
as
a little bit
tomorrow,
about me.
right, as long as
I see,
tomorrow
yeah,
you
I
can work
see,
on it.
Yeah, there's several things that I want to do, but to your argument, I know that one thing has to, like, for instance,
Yeah.
right? Like, with the whole music thing, like when it first started, like, my whole thing was like, I'm just gonna do the music and this can work. And I mean, while I was getting better at doing what I was doing, there were certain things that were getting into the way that stopped me from getting past certain, like, challenges, right? So now I had to pick up something else. And then what I try to do is like spread things across my passion. Like I have like a spectrum of passion, and like different things that fall along the spectrum, right? And so then I was like, okay, so with the boating one, I could pick up the boating and have the boating support the music thing. So in a way, I've been described as a jack of all trades. Like
Right.
I've been described.
But
that
you're
way.
just in the master yet. That's
Yeah,
all it
I
is.
ain't a master yet, but I want to be. Like I work
I feel
on it.
and that is
so everything
cool.
is like piggybacking on everything else.
Right.
But like you said, something gotta be like, okay, so this thing can handle the finances for sure. This thing can help me get to this next level. But I feel, I mean, we have a lifetime. I mean, some people's
Yeah.
lifetime is longer than others.
Like as long as tomorrow is never guaranteed. But as long as you think there's tomorrow, as long as you fall asleep saying I will do this tomorrow, add something that's add a task to something you're passionate about. I'll work on that.
I want to like dovetail into this not a dovetail, but go back into something that we were talking about before.
Okay, and then I will ask you a question.
Alright, cool.
outside of that.
All right. So I just want to go back to the fact that, like, our generation, like, we confused as to where we go next. So we try to fix. I think we're in an age now where we're trying to fix things that weren't done correctly before. If you understand.
I explain.
So, like, we are very vocal now. We're advocates.
Right.
We wanna, like, you know, like, tree hug.
Right.
We wanna like fix like
the planet.
the issues with like how our sisters have been treated over the years, pay equity, things like that aren't really groundbreaking, but we've become more about fixing
As opposed to creating.
as opposed to creating.
Which is very true.
You feel so? I don't feel so.
You don't feel
I don't.
What?
I don't
Margaret,
feel
there's
so.
an issue.
I was like,
There's an issue every other day.
no, there's always an issue.
There's an issue
and
every
I'm not
other day.
saying, I'm not saying that that's exclusively what we're doing.
Right.
Like, I really do think that we're getting better as well. But I find any frustration of doing better than what our parents did. Our thing has been, let me fix what our parents did, or let me try to make things a little better. Let me, you know, and I don't know.
Wait, so you don't feel that the fixing and the creating have a huge overlap? That-
No,
I would like to
I-
ask, what's the overlap?
The things that we fixing, because we fixing things are now being created because of the possibilities now that the broken things.
You're saying huge overlap, right? That is
Yeah.
not a huge overlap. In my opinion.
I don't know if it is.
That is not a huge overlap.
Okay, an example would be the fact that we fixing the fact that women thought they were supposed to be at home, now women in the workplace more than ever before. I think that's creating a whole new world, B.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
To add to
Okay, I would
that,
agree with that.
facing the climate, making a better world, right? And I think
Right.
that's it for the overlaps. I think we're finished. We have covered all of the overlaps.
Yeah. So the point you was making about you fixing and creating.
Oh, I was making the point.
Yeah.
I was just saying, I feel that we spend so much time looking back at what we were doing. which is cool. You gotta fix the past, but we ain't really propelling us fast forward as we think, and also that a lot of people becoming confused looking back so often. I wanna say so a lot of people talking a lot of shit.
But we ain't creating fast enough in what way? Like, what make you say that we ain't creating fast enough? Like, what?
All right. I tried to. There was an example I read recently. I wish I could bring it up. No, you joke. In the 1960s, we went to the moon.
Right.
1960s. That's 50 years ago.
Right.
We can't get to Mars. We can't do anything in space. Nothing has happened on that frontier since. We have made so much social progress since. Big ups to that. That's great. But we aren't really like. What was the last amazing feat humans really did outside the internet? Cause that was amazing.
But
Thanks, Al Gore.
Yeah, big stuff.
I'm gonna ask a question, and it gonna be it gonna be difficult
To
to
answer?
answer only because we don't know what we don't know. But what else they got for we to do?
That's precisely the point.
There's other. I feel like we went to the moon and the man just done. That was it.
And that is part of the frustration with the millennials.
That one.
We don't have anywhere else to go.
Yeah. That's
I
how
feel
that way too. Yeah.
All right, I want to feel space is the final frontier. This is exactly what they're telling me. When they're telling me when the toes in Bathsheba, so when they conquer the ocean, I want to tell you right now. There is so much more out there in that regard.
I think
I
the
get what
concept
you-
of it, like, we know that space exists.
Right.
That's such a funny statement. That's such a sports
It's like, and the whole moon thing is like every advancement we make, lets us know that we can do it. So
Right.
it diminishes
Yeah.
the
The drive to do
somewhat.
it.
Because it's like, all right, like we grew up in an age where, okay, so like my father's a comic buff, like he grew up. That was a significant part of his life, right? And the dreaming and the hope and the fantasy of it is what really thing. We have lived that.
Right.
You understand? So it's like, if someone said that we got on Mars now, I would not be surprised. That's not. It's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
It's not new. It's not. I mean,
We desensitized to all
we
that.
desensitized to
But
that.
I just feel
We
there-
are the most
So there could be a
desensitized
possibility.
generation.
There could be a possibility that we are doing amazing things. We just don't see them as amazing things.
I guess I could agree with that. I feel there's a lot of stuff that we just blow over.
Because of the whole, because we get exposed to so many things on the internet, is like, yeah, like show me something that I haven't really seen before. You understand? Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I
don't-
agree with you, Kofi. I don't know. I don't know what else. I don't know.
I
don't know
feel
where
there's
else
so
it
many.
is.
I feel like we look back so much. Like, okay, all right. The fact that flat earthers exist is kind of my point.
Okay, you mean like that.
We've been past that. We've been to the point. Everyone agreed. All right, the Earth is round. This is a fact. This is how it is.
Right.
All of a sudden, there's a big movement, and I mean big as in terms of this is people out here saying the Earth flat. We have disputed. We've been there. We've done that.
Right.
And nobody's for some reason pedaling back. We always pedaling back.
I get what you mean.
Is lateral movement, improving on things. Yeah, trying to create a better experience of this thing that we have created. But what is next? This is literally the problem. This is literally the problem.
You can't know. You can't know when that's until you get there.
Yeah.
I made
true.
and this is something that I just muse on from time to time. But I
what's
think
your
of it
like?
in terms of I think of it in terms of like slavery,
Right.
right? This is a
Shoot this thing, boy.
conversation I have with dad, right? Like every time you get like philosophical, is on things like this. Like, all right, so the conquerors, right? The emphasis, the drive on creating wealth for themselves, force them to do things like leave England or leave wherever they were from, Europe or wherever, to go to a place that was never even thought to exist.
Right. Right.
Right? And then they created so much wealth through that enterprise, right?
Right.
That they were able to build the metropolises that we vacation or go to right now.
Right.
Right? Now, slaves now see it a little differently. we were the actual workforce, or the slaves were the actual workforce for that. Now, to some degree, right, the conquerors have done so much that there's nothing else to. What else is there to achieve but to maintain what they've created for themselves? Whereas now, with slaves, the emphasis on climbing that ladder and getting someplace, whether it was emancipation, you know, owning your own land, there was a drive to accomplish things like that. Whereas the conquerors reach just like a stasis. You know what I mean? Like there's a plateau, right? So I see it like our generation and the generations that would have started to make this comparison, but the fight is so much different now than it was for people who had something to look forward to, or something to achieve.
Our fight hasn't been very defined. In fact, sorry, we're fighting several fights right now.
So the conquerors can all focus on things that seem so
trivial.
Right. Let me add to what you're saying. Like, the fact that the world already got discovered, they ain't got no new land to go and look for.
But that's the world being.
What do you mean?
I mean, there's otherworldly things.
No. But I just saying, in terms of that same example, that they could have said, I can't see beyond my horizon. Let me build a boat and then go from point A to point B, and there will be a new discovery every day for me. All that stuff has been discovered already. So and people have traveled the world, and we can see the world on the internet too. So it's kind of like, okay, now what nooks and crannies are there for me to go into? Does that mean I don't have to, as you say, Kofi, like build a rocket ship and go to the moon? Like that's a whole other story. No.
Even that.
Like even
it's
that.
like we know everything about the moon.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, why would they go there?
Yeah, why would you go?
Show me someplace else. What's that something?
Sure. But just to bring that back to everything that we're talking about. That you saying that we dealing with the fact that we got so much information and things that we just
like the whole thing of shout out to SpaceX again, Virgin group of companies. Think about getting people to space. Like would you even want to go? No.
Yeah.
It's like, you understand? It's like we've been told so much about space that it's like
moon rocks and these
this is what we doing.
We were told so much about space, but we still don't know so much about space. We have no idea what is out there.
They don't know, man.
There is a photo about they pointed a telescope at a black spot for 10 days or 10 minutes, probably 10 days, and it came back with so many galaxies, so many things that we just ain't got a clue, and we will in our lifetime we will never have an idea what is out there.
But the argument will be is why would we focus on going to the next galaxy when down here people still getting shot in the street by policemen and things?
But that's that argument. I want to say something else first. What can we do but recreate Earth on another galaxy? What is actually new?
My Earth 2 so hype.
You understand?
Earth 2 so hype.
Wow, the sequel. Yeah, that's so interesting. That's so.
You know what?
I watch this movie.
You watch it?
Like even the thought of going someplace else.
That's funny.
Is like. Okay.
Nah, not to me though. To me that is so hype. To me that is so hype, man.
We can be flying.
Exactly.
We gonna do the same shit.
Just you got a coffee bean there, and then
then what we do? We will make a coffee bean.
Exactly.
Like there's nothing else. Coffee. There's nothing else. Coffee.
I ain't know, man.
We have done it. Like this is the last.
I want to suffer or something.
I'll move on for this. I will ask you a question, Mose. How you does know how to put a dollar value on things you create?
That's a very, very hard question.
Let me ask you. Because the reason is because like even with this podcast and with other things that I created, I think Kofi created on his own and stuff. Like you just create something in your head though, and like you don't know first of all how good you is now compared to how good you could be, and then also I just don't know how good my value is now and how much I can add to you, and then also how much time it is for me. And
what I don't know is the market value too.
Yeah. So anyway,
what are people charging?
Let me honest. I want to know if you got when you dealing with artists and thing with you business mind, how you just quantify these things?
Well, like, for me, I do a lot of research. Research is the beginning of everything for me. Like, and so research in the particular service that I'm trying to offer or product that I'm trying to offer, I try to know as much about that as possible. Then the next thing is to figure out how much of that is available here. Like, what's the demand here? So, chances are there's somebody who is trying to do what you're doing, but they're doing it in a different way, or they're not doing it to the same level or to the same level of quality. So I would use that person's price point or other people's price point as a gauge to then say, well, I'm gonna add this amount of value you more, right? It may come down to this is a very difficult question. It may come down to it may come down to if what I represent or what I can deliver is best described by something that I see overseas in terms of services, then I may. Okay, for example, I do a mean income of Bajan's like salaries. Like, that information is out there, right?
Which is how much, by the way?
I think it's 20 at the time. It was like $20,000 a year.
Me
Which
income
is
of
40.
Bajan salaries
Which
is
is
$20,000.
That was US. That was US.
Oh.
$4,000. That's not a lot of money.
It is not. I think that I had done that like in 20. That was a little well. It's a little dated, but
I
based
still feel, or whatever. Yeah, continue.
yeah, based on that, I may do something like if the average price point of what I do overseas, say in the American market where it's more available or accepted, is this particular thing, I may do half that based on. Wait, make sure. Wait, might I get drinks? Soon?
Go on, because you're making a point. Go on.
Right. Thank you. I may do half that, or
So wait, sorry, okay, I think you lost me. You half of what? Half of how much Bajans make?
no. Okay, so let's say the service is $5,000 USD as an average
Right.
for the same job,
In the
same
States.
service in the States. I may do half that
Right.
for Barbados.
So as in like our cost of living equivalent to them is half? Or how much we make, the median wage is half of what?
In the
the
particular
average?
yeah,
Okay.
in the particular field that I may be operating in.
That's in low though.
As
dog.
in $5,000 US, you do $5,000 Bajan.
I may do that or I may step up from there.
Okay.
It depends on, again, it depends on the availability of the service too and what the client is willing to
That's
pay.
a
Because
real
if you
loaded
can't-
question, to be honest, Marcus.
It really
Yeah.
is a lot. It is really is a lot.
but the reason why I asked too is like also depending on like, so I asked my boy that was in the field long broadcasting field, whatever, Simon Aline. He's broadcaster, theater artist. He got that entrepreneurial mind too, right? He's the man that I go to. I just give him. He's asked me a certain set of questions, right? How long somebody the boy want you to work for? He's asked you he's more simple than your answer just now. So he would say, how long boy want you to work for? How much is your the gas to get it? He would say travel period. Then he would also say preparation time. Them three things, and then I guess also, but I guess with me it would be different because I guess I up and coming. I ain't where he is yet, but in terms of brand, that will also play a role too in how much they will benefit from my brand being attached to their brand, right? So I don't think we don't get there yet, but eventually, hopefully, God's willing, if I get to that level that my brand is that much, I ask him for that reason, B. I ask him for that reason. I don't know how to quantify. Another part of what you're saying too is how much they will benefit being associated with what I have built. You understand? Just off of optics, right? Because if I add credibility to what I'm doing, them can generate sales off of the fact that I was there and thing.
Yeah.
So then I got to add the entity factor. You understand?
Yeah, it depends on the nature of the job that you're doing too. something that's more common, like okay. So why it was so difficult for me to answer? Because I do several different things, right?
So you want me to give you an example of?
Give me an example because,
okay.
for instance, okay, the women fishing business, right? There is not much more I can do because it's an established market.
Right.
Operate another fish.
You understand? So it's like, all right, if I can offer food or whatever, then that's a little like room that I could do something different.
Right.
And
in terms of the fees, right?
Thing in terms of what I can add differently, like, but it's a standard kind of thing, right? But creative based jobs, is that what you're asking about?
Yeah. What about artists then? If I'm an artist, how would I know how much to put my value at? Would that totally be based on the market and how much the other body next to me would charge? Like, say I'm a singer, and then the body next to me charging $150 for 3 songs. What they got charge that to?
I actually do that. I just gotta base it on like what other people.
That's a starting point. That's a starting point. But is that body singing what you singing though?
How you mean?
Is what you singing?
Right, you gotta gauge
demand?
how you stand out.
How you mean?
Like, for instance, all right, full disclosure, I manage an artist that don't sing the usual kind of thing.
All right, you have to be new to the podcast and not know who he's talking about.
That's why I laughed. That's why I laughed. When I said an artist, like she wasn't.
No, but it is exotic, right? And the artist does it very well, right? It's not something that you find very often.
And hard to replace. Right, okay.
So all that factors.
So there's a niche.
That's part of the calculus. That's part of the calculus. So, what you need to be sensitive to where the market is, in terms of what they're able to pay. So doing like a study of what the market that you're in is able to like pay, like that kind of disposable income, is useful. You still need to position that artist in a way that is understood that this is the only one of its kind.
Right. Do you when you are given a quotation, do you let the person know that too?
No.
You're given a quotation.
Do you do when you're given a quotation for her? Do you also add in a price breakdown?
No.
You mean
Well,
giving
wait,
or given?
When he's giving a
Giving,
quotation.
right? Okay, cool.
Well, I might, but or it could be
On request, it's more on request.
yeah, but I generally don't. Chances are you contact her because you know
The product.
the product.
Okay.
And that's how it's been going. You want to book because this you can't get this anyplace else.
Do you ever like price her less than other people that could be chosen just so she could get a job?
No, I always try to price her
You mean
what
on
she.
the cutting bee? The breeze.
No, no. That's not the way to go. I try to align her with the value that she can deliver. Like, I know that there's a level. I won't go below that just because somebody might charge higher or thing. I try to keep her where I think she's valued and where the market can support her.
You know enough people to do that though.
Nah.
I know, and it's annoying.
It's
Like,
mash the market.
for instance, right? Recently, I've been dealing with a scenario. We had a couple prospective bookings, and wedding bookings, and one of them was, so this other band, we had, but they canceled on us last minute. Right? Can we have
That price?
Sorry? So they were like, it was this. So can we have her? And the band? I'm like, no, what we can do, we can do another like quotation for you on whatever. If there's a budget or whatever, we can try to fit it, but it will not be this.
Right.
You know? And you got a lot of clients trying to force you to undercut too. Right? I mean, it's all a game. It's all you understand it, you know. You're jostling it. You're trying to haggle down or whatever, which is fine and fair to do. But they got a lot of people who will say, "Man, look, I could do that for man, look, he charging 300, man, I'll do that for like
150."
And it's not good because what you're doing, you're diluting your brand. and you're already causing the
The
price
market standard is not
Yeah,
lower.
it's-
go down. You know? So what I try to do, I know that there's a certain level of value that my artist will deliver. I try to charge the suit.
The thing is, too, you have to define your niche. You have to define what makes you you. You have to define how you stand out.
That is what makes you able to charge.
Because
whatever
really
you
and
want.
truly, a lot of people can sing, but no one can do your artist like how your artist does your artist.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I tell people a lot of the time. Even in DJ, there are a lot of people that think a DJ should be paid $100 an hour, which is nothing but gas. That is gas and to drink 2 drinks when you get down there. That's no money. But because no, I don't know, Freddie with a laptop down the road and 2 speakers,
Right.
they come and set up, and he can say, "Oh, give me drinks." That does not mean that he is going to bring my setup. He cannot bring my skill. He cannot bring my vibe.
Right.
People just need to. You need to just define what am I bringing now
Niche market.
to make it something different.
Niche
So do you ever have to explain that what you're doing is different for everybody else?
If someone tells me well, this body charging this price, I ask, so why you message me? Not necessarily in those words, but like,
more diplomatic.
yeah. So let them know, like, there gotta be a reason why you are not going with that person from the get go. You came to me because you're familiar with my work. If you have a price, Marcus, and if you have a price from someone and you are still shopping around, that means that the person that you not price in the first place isn't necessarily up to your standard or not. You ain't satisfied with that. So you're not necessarily looking for a lower price. You just want to know what's going on from the people you want. You get what I mean? If a guitar, no, I didn't see a shirt for $15. I know that I necessarily want that shirt, but I'm again Kid Sharper and see how much Kid Sharper selling the shirts for.
Right.
You get me?
I just give a price breakdown at the same time though.
That don't
You do?
make- don't-
Yeah.
Well, I can't tell you what to do, but have it always be that the person requesting you, know what they're getting.
People
come-
coming
but
to you.
that's what-
People
that's
coming
what-
to you. Or are you going to people?
The first time I did it is because someone came to me.
So what you break
Why
it down?
would you break it down?
Just so they understand what the
What
reason,
they're paying
that's
for?
the reason why they're being
No, because
price.
you want
I don't
the
think
job.
that's a good
Huh?
practice.
Because you want the job. You don't want to say no? For fear of losing the job?
No. I guess a bit of that, but more just so that they
If that's the
understand though.
reason- no.
But no, the thing is, I guess, and also to avoid the questions. Okay, so say
To
it was
avoid the questions is still is similar. But anyway, finish your point.
like, okay, so I gave the price, and I know that a bunch of frequently asked questions for things like video work, for example. People don't know that a lot of times you're paying for equipment, the time you use the equipment, you're paying for editing, pre-production, all this kind of thing, blah blah blah. So
Then they got reviews.
right, and then they gotta look at it, then they gotta re-edit all of that stuff in the event that that's the case, and then like the layers and things gotta change, blah blah blah. They don't know the time and things. So like I would say, like, for example, editing is a 6-hour process, which is this fixed amount.
Right.
Then thing would be this fixed amount. So that was where your price breakdown came from.
Okay.
Instead of just saying it is this amount for my services. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it that it's not necessary to you? You're saying?
I'm not saying that it isn't necessary, and I think that every person should be ready with an answer. Like every person, like service provider,
Agreed.
should be ready with an answer.
Right.
Like your client should feel like they can ask you anything work related.
Right.
Right. I am for that.
You may never do that. Just call numbers though. Like somebody asks you for a job you're in, and you just call a number.
That I can't.
That's me to a T, dog.
It's like
I just recently like, what was that? All right, cool.
say
No, but what I'm saying is that you got to be wary of the fact that when you give people the power to view how you like break down your thing, they can put holes in your service.
so now we're talking about negotiating.
Yeah, and negotiation is expected.
It's very true. Because if you break it down, I can say, well, I don't need
But
that.
I don't need that. But that is part of your brand. The fact that you want to be able to control certain things, aspects of your particular service,
I got you.
because in the end, your name is still attached to that.
Right.
So there's certain
Right.
things that the public should not be privy to, in my estimation. And it's not because you're trying to be
Sleazy.
shady or whatever. It's that you're protecting your brand as well. So, for instance, I've had people, like, not necessarily in my management work, though it has happened, I've had people ask, you can get like cheaper musicians or like no.
You need,
Yeah, no,
you need
because I got somebody who can play with this artist.
No.
Because that is not the product.
Right.
The product has changed now.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
You
not a completely
understand?
different thing, yeah.
Yes.
So
yes.
to you say you want to like start all the questions or whatnot. You know what stops all the questions? This is where it is. you understand what I mean? And you gotta be firm about that.
Exactly.
So
Nobody
you
can ask
say
about-
the price breakdown is somewhat giving away the ingredients in the pot, and you don't need to do that.
It is, and I'm not saying that you don't need it. I say you need to be ready with an answer.
Yeah, in case.
But still protect your brand. Protect your brand. There's a reason why they came.
Yeah.
Always
You know,
remember that.
There's
B.
a reason why they came.
Especially if they come to you.
Yeah.
If they come to you, there's a reason. If you're making a proposal, I don't think you should break down everything, all the nitty gritty or whatever.
You can be flexible, though.
You could be flexible. But what I'm saying is that if somebody comes to you, they know where to come to you. You know, and don't be too desperate. I understand, especially in arts based.
Man, you just want money. You just want money. You just want money,
Don't tell me,
though.
no, they can cancel she for that. They can cancel me for that, dude. No, and then the inclination now is to, yo, so I could bring it down a little bit. Cause you want the job.
Right.
But brand, I think we need to be brand oriented. We need to be brand focused.
No, I want you to answer these questions as best as you can. At what point do you then go to the possibility of bringing down the price?
Well, okay. I first go to bringing down the level of service and not quality.
Okay.
I would say, well,
Time, you mean?
Time.
Okay.
Maybe be flexible on the time. Maybe you want a smaller package.
Right. So instead of 3 songs, 1 song.
Maybe that. Maybe
Yeah.
we don't need all them songs. You understand? Maybe you don't need the full band. Maybe you need a 3-piece.
Right.
Maybe that's what I present. Those kind of, I'm ready with it. So, of course, the pay is still going to be commensurate with what the value is. But I started there.
You let them know the base price.
Let me go. Okay. Let me get deeper now.
Or I may say, well, what is the budget? Start with the budget and then they supply
I do
what
that
will
often
fit that.
too. Especially with weddings. If
know?
someone wants a wedding DJ, just ask them what they could afford.
So basically you're saying you should never have one package.
No.
How many packages do you think somebody should have?
Several. I have several.
You would say like a basic, intermediate, for lack of a better word, and advanced
Yeah,
package?
but Marcus, you can charge me the same amount you charge Sagicor.
That's the
Obviously, that's a grand exaggeration, but it's a point to be made.
You mean like as in like a small business or Sagicor?
I mean, I want you to do a voiceover for me. Sagicor approaches and they want a voiceover. You will have to be mad to charge me the same amount of money you charge me
What if I
Sagicor.
charge you 1 B in any proposal that I send people? Or it would
But
probably
that's the
free.
same thing. You already have 2 packages there, quote unquote packages.
No, you ain't getting a package. You just getting I doing this for you. Give me gas money. But so I get what so you mean the small like a small business as opposed to
All right, cool then.
a
Yeah.
major-
Instagram shop want you to do a video.
Okay, let me.
Or take a picture.
That's actually a very good point.
That's a good
point. But
We need to
before we
break that
move
down.
on, before we move on from there, though, I just how many packages you feel should be a certain amount?
well,
amount? 3.
it depends. It depends on the service.
The service they're providing.
Like for instance, now for my particular thing, if I'm providing a band type situation, then there are 3 main categories. Is if it's something that is regular, if it is like a ongoing kind of commitment,
Right.
then that will reflect a particular price point.
Also frequency, not a one-time thing.
Frequency is the variable there that you
Okay.
get. So if it's something every week,
Right.
then there'll be a price to reflect that. If there's something that is special, there'll be a price to reflect that. And each price
I
has
just want to clarify. When you say especially, mean like you charge more for weddings?
wedding is something special, but wedding is in the uber special. For this reason.
So like, are you trying to understand me? Like, do you
So,
charge
okay.
for a special?
if I charge up for a special,
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Yes
All
or
right,
no?
cool. I just
Let me tell you why yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because specials require another level of scrutiny.
Right. Because you can't mess it up. That's the only one.
There's a certain pressure associated with that, because when you charge for a special and working with with another brand, you have to you have the pressure of reflecting that brand, which is something that you need to charge for, because it's not a normal thing that you have to do.
Right.
So there's that you need to take into consideration. You need to take into consideration the fact that it's a one-time event. A special may be a one-time event. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is not something that will recur. Right? So there's a certain level of preparation for that.
That is what I'm asking if you charge up or
so
down.
you would charge up.
But you said yes or no, so what would you charge down?
Because I want okay. No, it's never down.
Okay, alright, cool.
It's never done.
Now, the way you worded it, I was very uncertain.
It's never done.
Right.
There's a base.
I thought you were giving like birthday discounts, and I was real confused.
No. No.
I was truly confused.
No. There's never done.
Alright, cool. Once you're on the
It's
same
never
page,
done
brother.
unless there's like a
friend or family. Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Okay, cool.
Of course, there's a family discount. That might range anywhere between 10 and 20%. It's things like that. You know, but a special. There's a certain level of preparation that you have to think. There's the brand commitments. There's more involved, so you have to charge for that.
Yeah, for sure. I just
Right?
was unsure if you were saying up or down.
But going back to what you were saying in terms of the package
Right.
differences. So you said one
So
is
they're broad-
a certain number of times. So frequency is
Frequency
one.
Frequency is one.
Special is
Special.
another.
Special one time.
Right.
Special one time. Specific is another one. Let me explain that. A special for us, I can only explain to you in terms of what I do, right? A special one time for us might be performing an award show for same Sagicor or whatever. It's a one time
Right,
event.
right,
It's
right.
special, but it's not specific. It's not that technical. It's not that specific. A wedding, though, it's something a little different.
That's your wedding, dog.
That's your- so the
supposed
pressure-
to be the first one.
I
the
mean,
last one.
and then you are at the, the bride. You got to understand that things are fluid. So the certain level of certainty that you would get from maybe a Sagicor event or whatnot, it may not be at a wedding. They may want you to hold on and sing a song at a different time or whatnot, which is a time is money kind of thing, right? You charge for things like that. The bride and groom may have something specific they want sung. You may need to learn a whole different set
Okay,
of lyrics.
got ya,
So
got ya.
there's a lot more involved,
Yeah.
right? So there's the regular, every week, every day kind of thing. There is especially one-time event, and there's a special one-time event specific.
When the person, okay, there's a question I asked for. When the person calls, right, and asks for a figure, do you always answer the same time, or is it your default to always say I will call you back with a figure?
It depends.
I know some people that do that. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I don't understand why they would, but it depends for me. A lot of the time, the requests I need to mull over. So I would say, well, let me get back to you on that,
Okay.
right? And there are other times where I can say, well, yeah, this we've done this. This is within our wheelhouse. We've done this before. This is what it's going to be, right? Or this is what's likely to be, and then they follow up with an official quotation.
For you, Kofi, same thing. That it depends on your body.
It depends on the request. For example, I also do photography, and I had a lady that emailed me something real specific. So I had to obviously break down how I can charge for this.
Right.
It was super specific what she was asking for, because she wanted live prints. And it's not impossible. I just had to source somebody with a printer, ask them how much they gonna rent me for it, and then include that in the price or whatever. But normally I know my prices, so I would just say, okay, well, the base is this. If you want anything extra or you want anything, it would move from there. And then it moves from the conversation will go from there.
Okay.
I want to know my base.
Before we move off from here, right? There's something I want to touch on, right? About what we were talking about before about charging depending on who the client is.
Mm-hmm.
There's a psychology associated with this thing too,
Right.
right? Marking up your price based on the client might be because the client is super wealthy and they expect to pay a certain amount of money for the value.
I don't necessarily mark up as more comfortably charge my value.
Well,
I get,
I get that.
I get,
I think it's not a mark up.
I get that.
I think
that.
I'm worth
but,
this.
But there,
alright, go on.
I have been in positions
Mhm.
with the kind of jobs that we have gotten in the past,
Mhm.
where what I thought my value was,
It's not that.
yeah, it's not that, but not that is lower than what the client.
higher.
It's higher,
Right.
So I've been in positions where
People come with expectations.
people come with expectations like, oh, that's it.
Yeah.
That would hurt my belly. That would burn my belly.
That is the most awkward position to be in.
Yeah,
that would
Because
burn my
it's like,
belly.
you come to expecting now, shoot, I ain't got like go down.
Yeah.
And people say, damn, I ain't sure. We ain't sure anymore. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, cause you can't
so
be
you
ready.
have to.
Oh,
be
really?
I've experienced that.
That where people were turned off by the fact that it was
It was that low. Like, why is it that low?
You can imagine, Marcus.
Bruh,
And this is
that
people
is-
that these
I
are people
never
that have
heard
not
that before, honestly.
experienced. No, when you work with extremely wealthy people, you're faced with that. I remember one.
I can see that happening for real.
yeah,
In fact, Mark.
I can see it, but I
have-
never heard it. I never heard it.
No,
I
it
have
happens.
denied the DJ, not denied, but I have not worked with DJ at an event because of that.
He said that he was too cheap.
No, he said I was hiring a DJ for an event I was having, and the price he charged, it was up and coming guy or whatever, and I wanted to give him a chance. But then the man following sentence was like, if he could pay to work, and it was like, relax. He wanted to pay me money to work at the event. That don't sound like.
Are you saying no? You denied him from actually doing anything.
Yes, that was too
There's
much.
a
Almost.
psychology. There's a psychology. So if you need to know your client as well. So if you have a clientele that is accustomed charging a certain amount, paying a certain amount of money for a service, then you need to
Do research.
you need to do your research. I was in a situation at one point. I think I might tell you guys this casually before, but I was in a situation at one point where the band was playing, and this wealthy person come in and wanted to play, and and in negotiations and so on, he's like, listen, I'm accustomed to getting what I want. This is what I want, right? And it was the most awkward situation because like, what do you charge a person who's accustomed
Getting what they
Getting
want.
what they
AKA
want.
money is not an issue.
money's not, it's hard. You most of the clients that you deal with is people that money's the issue, I think. But when you deal with a person that money is not an issue, there's a different set of things that God go into play. So he was like, yo, I'll give you this amount of money. And it was far above what was expected. So in a case like that, right? I was letting people suggest.
Wait,
Big man,
okay, wait.
Justin King, right? Justin King told me, and
Yo.
it is the most beautiful advice I've ever received. The main reason for some of his bookings, he's looked at the client and said, okay, make me an offer. And that make it the hardest cunt. And take so much pressure off of you for finding a reasonable quote.
So okay, what point? How
And I know
how-
somebody should have used that the other day.
How do you decide when to go that route and then say make me an offer?
Is the client.
Is the client?
Is the client and the approach.
Do your own research.
And the level of interest
Yeah, okay.
that they have.
Like, Marcus, if
And
they
more-
bought you,
If
you
they
can
bought
use something like that.
you
Yeah.
can do something like that. You can just like in the scenario that we were in, situation that we were in, the person had just come off from dinner and was like, yo, we need you to play some more, whatnot. A totally unreasonable request because the band had done played their own thing.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
For the full time, everybody tired and whatnot. So in a situation like that, Marcus, in a situation like that, call your price, Marcus.
Just call him. Just call him.
You understand? Because you have to know
Yeah.
that a lot of things the play has passed,
Yeah.
right?
I want.
You come there with the expectation as a person, as a wealthier client. You come there with the expectation that this is a request that is beyond what is the norm. They come to pay.
Yeah.
I want DJs to get in this mentality. Because a lot of times in Barbados, I didn't even mean to touch this, but a lot of times in Barbados, there will be a scenario where a party could go on for extra time. Yeah, time late is rascal. You're doing shit. There will be times in Barbados where like a DJ might be honestly play an extended period of time, either because these other DJ hasn't showed up, or because the party about it done by everyone enjoying themselves. Really and truly in that space of time you can call any figure. That promoter has no choice but either say yes or you leave the stage.
How many times has happened to DJs? Enough?
Brother, that is a constant. That is a constant. DJs, a lot of DJs are notoriously late and they don't get it. A lot of DJs are notoriously late, dog. So if you're playing over your time, shortly promote it and be like, well, I gotta go. This is my time. I just said cheese on, please, or cheese on how much?
That's true, you know. And that's one thing for sure for me. Like, one thing that the times that I would quote the most is when is a job I don't care about or I don't really feel like doing it. Because I would be like, I don't really care if they say yes or no. This is the truth. Give me this amount, which is like 300 more than I would usually say. If you say yeah, cool, no, cool.
Boy, how the time of job where you ain't mind paying me yet?
Yeah, boy.
Oh, that's why Marcus called me about 2 hours for the event.
Yeah,
You might still
boy.
pay me.
You got.
What are you, Frank? We don't know what we talking about.
You might just start talking and I'll be good.
What if it was me making a point? I can't remember.
Blah blah blah. Rich people. Blah blah blah.
Oh, right.
I guess.
Right. You got to say you want price that thing. Right.
Price. But the thing is,
Wait, how Alicia saved in you phone as well, babe, or like? I just curious.
at least
Wifey, baby.
That's so funny. Why is that so funny? I don't know why that's so funny to me. That your wife is saved as
I won't answer the
the,
question.
like a full name.
What's your wife's name?
Alicia Daniel.
I know Alicia Daniel Bantam.
No, Alicia Benton Daniel.
Right.
So I don't.
That's funny. That's
you.
so funny.
That's your little time to
Yeah.
you know. So this
That
girl-
is so
so this girl
funny.
remove certain
Yeah,
things.
for real. Not Mosey. Yes. That is your phone.
My excuse that's enough.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna
That's
lie.
your phone, dog.
I ain't gonna lie. That's a bit weird though. That she saved as Alicia. I got asked my
As opposed to
mother.
what?
I got asked my mother what my father. My mother. He gotta be saved as like a nickname or something.
I know my mother is in my phone as Marlon. My mother has her husband in my phone as Marlon. My father has her as Beverly.
I trying to figure out like. I mean, I use nicknames with her too.
Right.
Yeah.
But to her, you don't need to refer to her on your phone as a nickname.
I
Doesn't
do,
mean- doesn't
I do
mean-
full name. You don't do Alicia. You'd say Alicia Daniel.
In the
I
phone?
Just so that just in
Alicia
case you
Daniel.
don't know which Alicia is.
I
or
don't know.
something.
I know
That
several
means-
Alicias.
I find that so reasonable. So you got me confused. You want to save her as my queen?
Nah, people, a first, a last name for your wife.
Dog, that is so not.
No,
there
no,
are people
I-
that
I-
there's a girl on my phone that is a bosom buddy at this point that is saved as her first name and how I met her.
That's a what?
Bosom buddy. We close.
Friends of messages. Friends of messages.
We close. What the fuck, dog? A bosom buddy is a term for close friends.
Her bosoms.
A bosom. I never heard that before.
You're lying.
Honestly, I've never heard that in my life.
That's a
I've
thing.
never
That's
heard
a
that
common
before.
term. That's a common term.
Bosom buddy.
It's Marcus dog.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like. Anyways, the point is we're close. I
Yeah.
still have her saved as her first name.
No, but I have
No. But in terms
I
of
have
some,
two Alicia cousins,
right.
right? And there's several others that I work with. So
Or wife.
Wife? Wife?
easy.
That's not real.
I think I know why though. No,
Then we're gonna take 22 for
Why?
this call.
no, because I've had to send her card, like her
her
contact
text,
information.
her contact.
Yeah, so I think I've had to do that before.
Oh.
And it'd be weird, like wife. That's so unprofessional.
Right.
I
Actually,
think that's what it was.
Romar's father saved my phone as dad for that very reason.
As dad? Only dad?
Yeah, because Romar sent me his father's information, so Romar has saved
That's
his
so
dad.
great. That's so great.
I
think
I've never
that's
changed
what
it.
it was.
That is so crazy, me.
'Cause
I've never
I've
changed
had to
it.
do that
I will
for you.
change it when they fair.
Sometimes I feel my wife will feel away. I don't know.
Your last girl was saved in your phone as what?
My last girl was saved. My last girl. But wait, I don't save numbers though, so I got that weird thing again.
You will save your woman number?
I don't say. I got
That's
my
not
my
weird.
mother number saved. But I just remember them by heart though.
I
So
know you
all.
do.
I know all what numbers by heart here.
I know you do.
You start with 242, right?
No.
You start with 240. 240. wait, that's Shauna. That's Shauna.
This is hilarious.
That's Shauna. That's my bad.
You might immediately say, I know all your numbers with her. Wrong.
Wrong again.
247.
Yes.
Yes.
But you should be fucking guessing though.
By her,
I know it.
I know by her. I have the numbers.
I know both phone numbers by heart though. You
Alright.
265B.
All right,
Right,
but Kurt
right.
too.
Yeah, he too. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, right. Sorry.
I want to fast forward real fast. I'm pretty sure Marcus might have asked this. At what point do you, as a music producer, as an artist management, say free?
We did
If
that.
you say free,
Yeah, we did that recently. We did that recently. For an event. It was an event that happens every year. It was an event that we've had very, 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 very strong relationship with.
Mhm.
It was an event that was very instrumental in us getting further. So the analysis was there's value beyond a monetary value,
yeah.
right? That we can say that we've benefited from that.
But describe that value though.
Jobs,
Okay.
features,
Mm-hmm.
portfolio material.
It's not just emotional satisfaction given.
Not
back
just
to the
emotional
community.
satisfaction exposure.
Oh, that is it. I like giving back the community.
That's not business. That's not business.
I can be real. There got some charities, right? That's why you work for free. No, I just want to tell them.
Oh,
at the end of the day,
we
this
had
ain't-
that too. We had that too.
At the end of the day, I would love to do this, but there is no way this could benefit.
But that always, that's true though. I
least
torn
it's
about that.
at least give me
both
gas
sides.
and a plate of food.
I understand both sides of that. I understand some boys.
For real, me.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
done free. We've done free, and we've done it very recently. It's just analyzing it and realizing where the value is in this really is, and the relationships that we have with the particular promoters at this. It was like, yo, come on, this is family.
Yes,
This is family. We can do this.
Not family, this one family, but
Yeah.
family.
And not only that, they were celebrating
Milestone.
a milestone. So it's like, you know what, pro bono.
How do you determine when you giving out, I guess, the free jobs in general though? So what about when it comes to friends now? How do you determine which friend is get the free work, which friend gotta pay?
Well, we start with nobody gets free work. We start there,
Okay.
right? Everything else is likely to this is the progression. There's going to be and this is in our planning sessions. This is not what we're telling people. We will start with how about a percentage? Right? We could start with a percentage, and then we will go back and forth and say, well, this body did this and this body did that, and this is what this person adds and whatnot, and this is how we feel about this particular situation. Maybe we could increase the percentage of the discount, right? So that is the path. But then when you got this body did for you on day one, right? You weighing the fact that this person has never called in the favor before. You understand?
This is important.
If it, you know, this person ain't using waving the friendship card. So I don't believe in that. You understand? This person has been down on the luck, but has been a consistent supporter. Right? We get into we could do this thing. But how about when you get back up, we do this together?
What's your percentage off of for friends
said it earlier.
from the standard rate?
You start from 10.
Right, he said it earlier.
Is it between 10 and 20? 10 to 20.
Oh, you said 10 to 20?
Yeah, we said that. Yeah.
Oh, for
10
sure?
to 20.
Okay. 10 to 20. Okay.
So 1/5, 1/10.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, boy, because I feel and I had to work, I had to get out to that. I think I had to grow to that idea.
Yes.
That
Wow.
like whether it is one just free passes, so not necessarily free work, but it is like free things like in
It's
terms of like
so
free
much, dog.
drinks, whether it is just like product, whether it is whatever. I had to get out of that, like just seeing friends like as well because we's friends. You know, what is mine is yours, what's yours is mine. Then you know, give me what you got.
People don't see the hidden
I can be honest
cost
with that,
behind
yeah.
these things, you know.
Yeah.
So if I have an event, as a man, I do 200,000 things. If I have an event, I still got to pay for your. I still got to pay for your presence there. To be honest, that you still had access to entertainment or whatever. You might tell yourself, "Oh, well, hey, I made the crowd look good," but I still paid for you being there in some aspect.
Accommodated.
Yes, exactly. If it is a job, no, that I have to physically get to you. That is, I still have to use my equipment. There's so much that goes into these things that you might just be seeing as a favor.
You have to deny something that you could have been paid for.
Thank you. I am there, dog. Like even if it's the case that I tell people all the
There's
time.
no such thing as free.
Yeah.
I have a friend of mine, bigger than the key, but I guess she's had me onto this thing for a while. Like I tell her, alright, give me this amount of money and food, and the food thing is just symbolic, but it's still a thing because I am there. Not, you know, you're on the road, you can be hungry. The fact that I'm eating is the money I'm not giving to Kentucky. Money not coming out of my pocket. It's still a thing that I am receiving in a sense.
Right.
So as small as that sum of money might be, it's still enough to cover me.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of friends don't get it though.
It's
a lot of friends
tricky.
don't get it.
Friends don't get, and that's the thing. Like recently, right? We've had a situation where the person wasn't even really a friend. That person is or was I would say around the community, around the arts community,
Canton.
and there's this expectation that there would be some large concession. And there was a concession. No, there was. But my thing is, if you are in the arts community
Right.
as well, then the onus is on you to pay. Because you know how it goes.
But they flip that. The inverse of that.
They flip
Yes,
that.
no, which just pissed me off.
Which is I'm like,
I am
dog.
part of the community, so you must understand the
Stand up.
predicament
You know what it's
that I
doing?
am,
You
the
know what-
struggle crew.
And honestly, I get it. I get it. So the emphasis then goes on a personal relationship that you have with the person. Yes, I am all for you part of the community. You give a concession. It makes it because we all have to work together. Like I get it, but at the same time, don't expect that person should have to bend over backwards to try to accommodate you.
Right.
To give you this drastic cut. I mean, there's still the expensive. You're still getting this full value. We can give you lesser value. No,
You're getting the same
you're
product.
getting the
dog.
same
product.
product. And the thing is, and you can attest this, and you can attest this, because we are all creative entrepreneurs, right? You can't have to half-ass something. It's the hardest thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, with your art is the hard. You how
What's the point? There's no point
There's-
doing it.
you-
There's
There's
no
no-
benefit.
there's
It's
no-
nothing. It is
So you're
nothing
actually giving
bad about- good
full
about it.
value for something that you're not at least, getting something in return. It's a tough thing to ask.
I think I honestly feel that if more people understand that 9 ain't really free, that they will stop doing that. Sometimes you just gotta articulate the reason why you can't.
And
You
Marcus,
can't go on
I
asking certain
Marcus,
things.
no, I am on a falling out with somebody recently. I had a discussion with somebody recently, in terms of how I do my business. I take a deposit up front. Like, even if you are my friend, like
guy.
even if you are my friend, right? Like
My dude.
I just like the security to know that you bought this for real. I've been in too many scenarios, dog. That like I get there and I work hard as shit and then it's bullshit.
Deposit, how much deposit?
50.
50%.
50.
50%.
It's just security. It ain't even the amount of money that like needed necessarily. It's just I want to know you bought me.
So what them was saying that them follow.
Oh well, we dog. How you expect to come and do this to me?
That you should trust that.
You know your money there, dog. What's so many fucking sense? If the money there will just give me 50% up front.
Well, I good for it, brother. You know what I mean?
The man said those words.
Listen.
The man said those words. Bro, but to be real, right? Me and the man had an issue. Not issue. It wasn't even an issue. It was
Marcus.
a bucking that kind of fall through earlier up. So it's not bad blood. It's just this is my livelihood. This is literally how I eat.
True.
This is how I pay rent. This
True.
is I on my own in this. I'm literally on my own, babe. I can't not have this.
Yeah.
So I could have this time being spent doing something else, but I'm going to do this for you. All I'm asking in return is 50% of this discount. Up front.
I mean, already discounted.
Big man give me snacks.
So you
Man give me snacks. Is all I'm asking for.
There are no times other than the one time you can think of that you don't get the 50%.
Since then.
Oh, that was
a kicking point, B. That was a kicking point. Because he was a stranger, which is what pissed me off.
That I recommend. Sorry about that.
He was a stranger. So there are if it's like frequent work, of course I can just not do that because it's frequent work.
Nothing with all the 50%.
But also the fact that
work.
it is me that gave you the job. I feel like you would have had trust. I believe you should have had trust in me.
I actually thought like
They're not trusting business.
That just came out of my mouth.
No, that's been happening with the whole podcast. I feel like
No, I just saw like 9 golf balls just expelled through my
the
mouth.
memo lubricated.
It's like,
But what was saying, you know what's next level?
What?
50% upfront on signing the contract, which is like
And then
everything.
before you perform.
And then
Yes.
before you perform.
That's a I want that.
Let me tell you,
I want that so bad.
2 days. 2 days before we touch these.
What?
Hello.
What? To this?
Hello. Because by that time, let me explain this. By that time, we are committed to it. I mean, if we don't show, then we give back that 50% or the 4%. If full.
that's on the contract, right?
That's all in the contract.
Hence, for the reason for the contract, more for them than for you. Kind of, you could frame it that way.
Yeah, contract is for both.
It's
both
nothing.
parties.
Everyone benefits
And
from
people
contract.
need to get that in their heads. Contract is for you too, as a person who is contracting a person to do something. It's for you. It's a
mutual benefit.
For contracts be?
I don't know.
I don't understand it.
I do not
Both
know.
parties
dog.
are tied to the same clauses. Come on now. Anyway, so especially our arts community, right? People got this thing like I gave them a deposit, they can come and perform and whatnot. And the next part now is, man, yo, so the money I can't through yet, brother. You know, yo, I got you though. I
can think of a first and last name. I just can't say it. I hate it. One thing that I hear about life, right? That I know that people do in general is this stay mom or the man that is do you wrong. Just something about it just to do me. Even though the man do me wrong, I still can't see the name of the man be. Anyway, go on, man. Go on.
it's a small community thing.
Right.
Is you can in a bigger community you can say certain things, but
Even if the man do you wrong, like you just feel like you can't. Anyway, that's beside the point. That's beside the point.
It feels so awkward almost to like.
I just against my character, even though you do me wrong.
Thank you. That's not the way. So to protect me from all of that,
right.
Yeah.
you just gotta give me a deposit up front.
Right.
I trying to get beyond things. So like pay in full. I mean, it is a certain time before the scheduled time that this thing's supposed to be delivered. The final payment is due.
This is a total aside.
As a matter in promotions though, Mosey, that's so hard sometimes.
It's hard.
That's so hard.
I can tell you something, right? In my fishing business, right, we've had situations where now this is going back to the 50% deposit. Thing. Yo, we've had situations where we let that slide. Because it depends on who. No, I have a partner, and we got like philosophical differences on how we charge for a booking. For me, no, I say like 50%. I heard on that. I like thing. He's like, yo, but you know, sometimes he that kind of way. He like that flexibility. We've had bookings, right, where gas get put in. Boats aren't cheap, by the way. Gas get put in, oil get put in, refreshments thing get put in.
Yeah, you ready,
we've
dog.
Gone to the hotel to pick up these people. People look at the boats like, yo, nah. Or, you know, we can just do lunch first. Or, yeah, we ain't doing it no more.
That's our lead. I can't give you that option, dog.
It makes more sense. It makes no business sense.
Oh,
Like, imagine you doing a wedding for a friend, and I'm saying imagine because this has happened, and I have my own speakers, but for like bigger events, I outsource speakers. So I will rent through somebody, right? And you put all them arrangements, and you get transportation, and you get all of that, and then you hear, all right, don't bother.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right,
So the
right.
next step, as I'm telling one of the fellas, as creative entrepreneurs, get up for payment before the actual thing to push for it.
You could give your reasoning behind the 50% upfront for people to know, like so that when them
just
ask,
It's security, dog. It's not. There's nothing bigger. It's
The
security.
and securing.
I
Oh,
know.
that's-
I know you about this.
Oh,
50%
okay.
does not
it's
cover
it's,
all
it's,
my
it's,
expenses.
It's more than that too. Covering the expenses is
It covers some of it, but it doesn't cover all.
Involved.
I just know that you.
For instance, like you like right, back at the whole band thing, right? It's hard to get work as a musician, right? These men got things to do. You got security men. If you want the integrity of the song that you want, you got secure these men. Cause these men got a musician himself is the most like they men loyal. And I understand, but this is me from a manager head. And this is not disparaging to me musicians and things.
But Miss Horace.
But listen, let me tell you, you got a man working with today. You understand? And a man getting funny shit tomorrow. What? You understand?
Carnival Cruise. He gone.
3,000 US now, I don't
He gone.
he gone. The man gone. So as a person, as a promoter, as a client, understand that these people are likely to be free agents. You understand? Because to have a person here, or particularly a musician, exclusively work with that person, and you can't ensure that they're getting work, problems, coffee.
As you said though, I want Beijing to
You're a
get
security
accustomed.
man.
I want Beijing to get accustomed to contracts, and I want Beijing to take contracts.
You may hear the contract.
It's a mutual benefit. Because I am now contractually obligated. I said that wrong? Whatever. I don't have to do this shit that I wrote down. A lot of people don't realize that. As much as you might see, you have to give 50% up front. What you should be more looking at is, if I don't perform the shit out of my set for an hour or 2 hours, that's on me, and you can get all your money back. That's also in that same piece of paper.
Right. I got you. Okay. Say, you know, the reason why I ask asking you all these questions, not only because you're a manager, but you're the first person that I ever see come to the main with a contract with. That was like when we was in like lower six. When I can't remember who it was that come for a song. It was before Neil though.
You remember?
It was before Neil.
I know who that was.
That I hear. That I overheard you come remember the contract when you was still partying man, like you was any man group. you was like one man, right? I mean it was 15, 16. It was this age. It was
15,
probably
16 or
16,
16,
17.
Oh.
And the man was like, Mosey got this contract week. I was like, what do you mean contract? Man, it's like motherfucker's written dog. And it was like, and then man show me it. I wish I can remember who it is right now. But and that was the first time that I did it, and it's only like after 5 years after that I realized why you started that early.
Had to.
Right? Why you started that early.
Had to.
You learn
And they
by
gonna do it,
experience.
Experience, dog.
I mean, like,
And
15.
No, at 16 it can be
At
that.
that point, no, it was. At that point, it was. It hurt. It hurt the experience. I spent a lot of time thinking. And it is not a.
So you run through possibilities.
So much. That's my
Right,
problem.
okay,
Like
cool.
I have several scenarios in my head. Like it's right now I'm running through several.
Right.
Yeah. Just go down
still
through.
here.
Just go down through. Yeah, for real.
There's several different things that go through my head. Like my head is a crazy place.
We'll see that because I was gonna tell you
I
what
got
time.
you.
So what I'm saying is that from then I was like, you know, it's 40. You know we talking about that.
I listen.
I got in a dust up with cause you know I did the graphic, the tickets and things for the y'all pageant
Yeah.
and the poster and thing back in my little baby days about
Right.
I think church called me. A church called me at school. I charged you, man. And the teacher at the time that was overseeing the pageant, and she was like, what?
So wait, the man pay up? The man paid up?
No, but the point is, my argument. I think it was song.
Yeah.
My argument was, listen, y'all. Yeah, I know getting it.
Cool. Can't blink in your fat colors.
But there was like, yo, so we ain't gonna pay you. I'm like, alright. But this is my argument.
Right.
We in a facility that's supposed to be teaching people and training people to be entrepreneurs, to be business people and whatnot.
Right.
How can you not respect a person that is doing work? How can you not respect that? I help to instill some sort of
But you understand, but
Yeah.
the thing is more, now that you say that, right? As a teacher, if I was there, like, that's why you want to have this conversation. But the reason behind you doing these things is sometimes a good argument, or maybe it's because I'm a words person, sometimes a good argument and just letting people know why it is you're doing what you're doing would bring them over to your side as to, well, here, this is the reason why the contract, this is the reason for the 50%, this is the
Right.
reason why, all these sort of things,
Yeah.
right? I get you, man.
Yeah,
But that's a good point.
That's a good
That's a good point.
I want
You
people to
are
take it
literally
seriously,
teaching
Marcus.
us to think, and this is a possible vocation. Yo, as a teacher, I feel you should support that.
Like that could have been your career path, right?
It could have been.
And she no shit
So,
on you, though.
Yeah.
then she was, like you said, she.
Sorry.
I know you too.
You know,
That was real specific.
He was
I
like,
apologize.
What? People? Listen. And
That's
then
funny.
this is so funny. This was after you. These look real good, yeah. Yo, this professional weird, though.
No, pay professional money.
Yo, I was like, yeah. So this is what I charge. And she was like, what?
That I find that so shocking. Can't remember.
She all
Don't
of a
worry.
sudden, all that could get together. She's like, yo, that is not part of this equation. Like, how are you charging?
Like,
sir?
everything works out
Do you
until the
know that
money.
you have on a tie?
That's-
You
no,
are
no
child,
more.
sir.
Do you have on a tie but a school tie?
Exactly.
Yo, I'm telling you, it's cool. Big man, you're not getting paid. So I mean, but from then I was, I got this thing of if adding value then.
Yeah, sorry for it.
Yeah.
That's sort.
It's true. But
And
you
it's
should,
not,
though.
and it isn't the cause then the next thing to, and I know there's a narrative out there that I hardline and then I'm this hardline thing and whatnot. That is not the case. That's not the case. I'm not saying there are times that I would give somebody an easier thing. That's not who I am. But what I'm saying is that we got this culture. Oh man, we can do same. Man, do you think for man?
Yeah.
And that is what is bringing
No,
us
that
down.
is watered down the product. Because it seems so worthless.
Yeah.
What is
You
crushing
could imagine.
Barbados.
You could imagine for real spending grands in equipment for a man to look at you half a hole is 150.
Yeah.
It don't make up people.
That sounds so dirty.
And then this thing gets perpetuated. So it don't stop there. It's be like, for
My-
you to charge a man thing, and that man get taught.
Don't you see my brother right? DJ told me.
Oh,
DJ
sorry.
told me this years ago.
He charge you. He might charge me a little too.
Marcus, DJ told me this years ago,
And then you
right?
stuck in that frustration.
Yeah.
Marcus, that's not the place to be.
Yeah, it's true.
DJ told me years ago when you were
Yeah,
charging people,
beat, yo.
charge your worth.
I ain't get
Right.
lit.
Charge your worth because of that. Men is talk, dog.
Let's talk.
Men is talk.
Man,
But you
You
want
might-
something, right? The money grab and just the thought of, if I tell the man 75 as opposed to 120, I could get this. No, I ain't
You know what you
gonna
could do though, Marcus? You could tell the man, I just charge 500,
Right.
but me and you went to school for 9 years, so you can hold a tree.
Right. People
But
don't,
only
people
cause
don't
me,
use that.
so he can't gonna tell Joe Brown you charge
Yeah, you
3.
gotta be
Cause
upfront.
cause that was me. I got for 9 years. That everybody
But
price.
then no, yeah, it's so tricky
How?
because this is my seller. Look, I know a fella because it's me. He charge you 3. You got you me.
Oh.
You understand? I've had it happen too.
That's
Yo.
another level.
Yo,
this
brother.
thing's so deep.
Yo,
That's
brother.
another level. I
Yo,
never
brother.
consider.
Yo, me don't want saying. You need saying to do for me that kind of me don't want that there, right?
You know, having cheese
you know
on.
it's as easy.
Cheese,
You do that, do that,
cheese,
you know.
man. I busy that there.
The amount of time that you. Oh shit, that's such a good topic to go to.
Listen, man.
We ain't gonna talk about time. They let it roll, Marcus. Let it roll.
Tell me how much time.
I go
Marcus,
past
we
it.
doing
It was-
shake, we doing
It was
shake.
10 minutes.
Tell me-
I was supposed to get there for a fight.
Quickly, right? Let me just watch you. how do we?
They meant genuinely touch topics, we.
Yeah. Forget that, B. How do we deny people appropriately that we deny them, but don't deny a chance that they will come back? Because there got a lot of people that's come down hard and then there's be
They'll be offended,
people be turned off, right? How one is word it? How one is word things in a certain way?
I stop people all the time. This is my life. Like I really can't afford to be doing that. I say that verbatim all the time. Like someone asked me someone asked me the other day to take photos for a bus crawl.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't his bus crawl. It was his affiliate, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Similar scenario, and I told him he said the person could afford this price. It was shite. It wasn't anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I told him, well, look, I this is what I do for money. I don't have a day job.
Who the fellow was to you? Like, what was your association, your relationship?
We're both DJs. I know him for years. We help out each other. He's helped me out in some spots. I've helped him out in some spots.
I guess I get that.
I understand him for approaching me. But it's not a scenario where like he's approaching me saying this person wants a photographer. I'm choosing you. It's more like this person wants a photographer. I'm choosing you because you're my friend and you can give me a cheaper price, which is two very different things. Remember I told you about people approaching me earlier? If you're approaching me for a discount, you ain't really approaching me. You can't want what I could offer. You want a photographer, which is cool. I get that. Don't come to me for that. You gotta like my pictures and come. There are a lot of people that I just appreciate them. That's what getting photography actually. I was taking pictures at BCC and people was like, I like your work. How much do you charge?
Just give you an example. If somebody come to you, and say that they will pay you $200 and you charge $300, right? Mm-hmm. You could use that $200. It's burn you when you just don't take the discount amount just because of the fact that principle.
I can tell them my price is $3 and they can see what happens from there. Cause it might be a case where my price is $3, and then they go, oh well, I'm doing XYZ. I can only afford $2. I'm very sorry. And then I can have the opportunity then to go, well, okay, you were recommended from blah. Blah is blah. I will work with you too. Or I have the opportunity to say, I hope you find work elsewhere. I can recommend this person.
So when they say no, you feel away.
I can't feel
away. When you say like you are
you
more
mean if
than
I offer
this,
my price?
If you offer your price and they say, well, that's not.
Marcus, that's my price. People pay that price. The fact that people pay that price, me ain't worth that price.
So you always
that's
have
them loss.
So you always have a demand in the market that if somebody says no, or
I can't think of anything I do that doesn't have a demand. There's nothing I do that doesn't have work, that it doesn't bring in work for me.
Okay.
I understand. There's some other questions you got asked. You niche. You think you niche.
Let me know when we done. We done?
I am ahead of.
We done. All right. But I like this conversation, and we gonna have this. This can be a recurrent conversation because I want artists to be able to know how to value themselves, know how to
not just artists, entrepreneurs in general. Everyone needs to know how to value themselves.
Entrepreneurs in general, how to value yourself, how to value your time and your worth and your money and your craft.
Yep.
Also basically to some extent how to argue it too. Why it is that you are worth that amount, right?
Also for people
just articulate it, put it into words,
for
right?
people to understand what service providers go through.
Yeah. So this can be a recurring topic, even if it's just a 5-minute, because I want to hear how other people do the same thing.
Yeah.
Leave comments below, by the way, not
With
only
your
on the
experiences?
Instagram but with the YouTube. Anything that you hear that touch you, what you do, our recommendations, leave comments below.
Cardi, subscribe to the page, please.
Yeah.
we never remember to say
Yeah.
that. But if you're watching this on YouTube, just hit the subscribe button. It will
You like
really
it
help the
anyway.
channel.
You want to know when we drop again. Man.
Yeah,
Come
you
on.
hit.
Yeah.
And with that said, I Know Podcast, we out.
Thanks for watching the I Know Podcast, information, knowledge, and observation.
Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. You can find us on Facebook or Instagram at I Know Podcast. We'll see you soon.